In this section of training, we will explore the visual drill in an Orton-Gillingham lesson. We'll go over some important background information, offer some teacher tips, and watch a short video demonstration. Every OG lesson begins with a visual drill. A visual drill should be quick-paced and last no more than 2 or 3 minutes of the overall lesson. The purpose of a visual drill is to support students to become accurate and automatic in sound-symbol correspondences. By our definition, automaticity means instant recognition. The goal, then, is for students to see a letter or letters on a card and instantly produce the sound associated with that letter or letters. A visual drill also provides us the opportunity to practice automaticity of various rules and scripts associated with some cards. When delivering a visual drill, please be mindful about teacher and student placement. In a small group or whole class OG lesson, we encourage delivering the visual drill in a meeting area. Direct students to gather as close as possible and sit on the floor near the teacher. If the teacher is able to sit in a chair slightly elevated above the students, it allows students to see the cards more clearly. One of the things we encourage teachers to do is get into the habit of anchoring their cards with their non-writing hand. By doing so, you'll have the ability to use your dominant or writing hand to tap and prompt students for responses. Your tapping hand serves 2 functions. It indicates to students when it is time to say a sound. A visual drill requires students to respond chorally. It is not a one-on-one activity in a group setting. Tapping your card indicates to students that it is time to say the sound. This ensures that individuals aren't waiting for peers or that the instructor is not hearing an echo as each student says the sound at her own pace. Tapping also provides information for students regarding the number of known sounds for a card. Initially, most of the consonant cards in a visual drill will only have one sound. The instructor taps in the upper corner of the card for the sound. However, as instruction progresses, some cards will have multiple sounds. When this happens, the instructor will simply tap down the card representing the number of known sounds so that students know when and how many times to respond. We also use our hand to prompt students to provide rules. By holding your hand out, you're telling the student that there is more information known about the card, and they should respond with the known prompt or rule. Although the visual drill is a cumulative review of previously taught skills, students will still make mistakes on some cards. When this happens, we will provide some brief prompts and supports, and place the card back in the deck so that students have an opportunity to see it and practice it again. It is not time to stop and reteach a skill. As we're working through our visual drill, it is important that we minimize the time in our transition from visual to blending. To aid in this effort, discard your cards in your visual drill to set them up in the appropriate position for blending. On the screen, you'll see cards upside down and in 4 piles. Those 4 piles are our not used, our initial, our medial, and our final cards in a blending drill, or as we talked about in deck development, piles 0, 1, 2, and 3. We'll talk more explicitly about this in the blending drill component of training. On the screen is a portion of the Day 1 lesson plan in your lesson plan packet. If you're using our OG lessons, you'll see that most plans are set up very much the same way. To the left-hand side of your screen is information on which cards to include in your visual drill. To the right is teacher information regarding the number of taps for the number of known sounds and any scripts that have been taught and should be included in your visual drill. With that background, let's watch the demonstration. This demo matches the Stage 1 deck from your manual.
All right, so teachers, before we begin our visual drill, I want to review a few cards with you. So we have in our deck these vowel picture cards. They are used only for the short vowel sounds, and they have hand motions that go with them. So this is it, and we use itch. And here we're talking about the edge of a table or edge of a desk. up. Ah, taking a bite of an apple. Ah. 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 And then our happy puppy, and our happy puppy says ruh, ruh. And he's jumping up a little bit. Ruh. And then we have some cards that have rules. Right now, the only rule we have is for QU. And so I'm going to tap the card. You're going to say qua. I'm going to extend my hand, and you're going to give me the rule. So the sound is qua, as I said. I extend my hand, and the rule is Q is always followed by U. And then cards that make multiple sounds. S, Z, A, I, O, U, E. And there we have it. With that, we'll do our visual drill. Nice to see you, Lucas. Are you ready to do some visual drill?
Yes.
All right. So we're going to start here, and this word is?
Vowel.
And the vowels are?
A, E, I, O, and U, and sometimes Y.
Very nice. And this is?
Consonant.
And consonants are?
All the other letters.
And D is a?
Consonant.
I is a?
Vowel.
X is a?
Consonant.
Nice job.
Edge.
Uh-huh. Eh.
A.
Nice.
I.
Right.
R.
Very good.
Syllable.
Like so.
Syllable is a word, a part of a word, with one vowel sound.
Very good. B. Yep.
Not a B. Not a B. B.
Very good.
Z. Qu. Q always follows you.
Other way around. Let's try Q is always followed by U.
Q is always followed by you.
Right.
J. K. R.
Nice.
W. S. X.
Z. Z. Right.
U. Y. V. K. A. O. A. E. I. U. U.
Nice.
I. D. B. P. X. N. J. G.
Good. Right. There you go. Nicely done, sir. Attaboy.
On the screen is a list of taps and prompts for you to practice for your first visual drill. Notice in the third bullet where the script for QU is included. We recommend highlighting the script on the back of your QU card. You'll find that this visual support is beneficial to remember to prompt students for that rule. This concludes the visual drill summary portion of training.